Here tonight. This is going to be a fun one at that. I should say more than just race, but race is, as this is Tony Stewart's sprint car racing game number 10. Heat race number 3 about to begin. We qualified 3rd overall, so we will be starting from the pole. This is the season opener in our 3rd season in the Midget Series. Our rookie season in the 305s also coming tonight as well. So the green flag is in the air. Here we go. Here in this one, we got 8 laps to try and win this race. Very tight battle here through turns 1 and 2. I think we're going to definitely have one of the championship contending cars again this season. Of course, finishing runner-up a year ago to Tony Stewart. Stewart coming off of back-to-back championships here in the Midget Series. And could easily be looking for his 3rd straight title. Definitely be fun to watch here as the season will carry on, of course. But of course, already in this race, 5 laps to go. We're checking out from Robbie Rowland. Tony Stewart won 9 races on the last season with winning the title. We ended up winning 3 races last season. So we'll definitely have to pick the pace up. And we were up to not a terrible start at the beginning of last year, but we had a decent start. It was just nowhere compared to Tony Stewart, who started 6-0. So obviously we're going to try to come back with a little bit of vengeance here on this season. Already only 2 laps left, but we are coming out of the gate strong here in this one, looking to dominate heat race number 3. White flag in the air, 1 lap to go here before we will enter onto the qualifying dash. 5 drivers are going to finish on the lead lap here in this heat race as the checker flag flies off of turn 4 that time. And a pretty good run to start here. So we will be starting 3rd now in the qualifying dash. Thanks to all you joining in here for this one. So let's see how good of a jump we can get. Tony Stewart going to start on the pole here in the qualifying dash. Who will start on the pole for the feature? We have 8 laps to find out. Green flag in the air. So we quickly get this one underway. There's Clay. Oh, big slide job here. A great crossover move through 3 and 4. We're going to complete the pass on Clay. Hendrick side by side with Stewart for the lead. A little bit of contact there. We had to check up. I thought they were going to wreck each other for a second. They're still side by side. Stewart as they went clean that time. Already 6 laps to go now. Great 3-car battle going on for the lead right now. Almost at the cross flags moment in this race. Hendrick working on Stewart again here. As again, they are battling for the lead. We got a great run through turns 3 and 4 that time. 4 laps to go as we try to thread it up the middle. Contact with Stewart slightly into the wall. That is going to slow us down big time, and it allows Hendrick to take the lead. Can we run him back down again? 3 to go. First of 2 live streams coming up tonight. We got the NASCAR Xfinity Series at Michigan also coming up tonight. That will be a live stream on later. Likely starting anywhere between 8:30 and 9 o'clock. Look at this great battle for the lead, though, between Hendrick and Stewart. White flag in the air, 1 lap to go. Do we have a shot to get him here? Stewart loses a ton of ground through turns 1 and 2. We got a shot at 2nd at least. Big dive bomb in through 3 and 4. Can't get Tony for 2nd, though. So we will finish 3rd in the qualifying dash. And Hendrick is going to get the win to start on the pole here. So who will win the opener on this season? As we look for career win number 4 in a quick Very good quick start to the season here. Alright, this should be a fun one. If it is going to end up anything like the qualifying dash, of course we will have lap traffic in this race. We did not in the dash race. And the green flag is going to be in the air. Seems like whoever starts fourth gets the advantage on the outside of the racetrack there off the start. Oh, look, contact there. We got a little tight off the exit of the corner because of it. Clay sliding in front of us. Look at him go. 4-car battle for the lead right now going on. So we make a big slide job pass for third. Another crossover move. Clay side by side working on Tony Stewart. We are zipping around him though. Trying to get around on the outside. Big slide job now through 1 and 2 on Tony Stewart. All to win the season opener. Of course, the winner of this race will be the points leader. Get the best start possible onto this campaign. Look at us just bouncing around out there. Riding the cushion that time, getting a great run off the corner. Catching Stewart a ton there going into turn 1 now. Already only 25 laps to go. Really tried to cut the front stretch down. Stewart gets a little tight, slides up the track slightly through 1 and 2. We catch him again as we all try to get around this lap traffic as quick as we possibly can. And again, of course, just like most of last season, Tony Stewart looking like the guy to beat. Every race matters so much with this only being a 14-race season. Again, it goes to show. In clean air, when we're both having somewhat of clean air, we seem to be faster than Tony Stewart. The problem is we're catching these lap cars in terrible positions. Still only a third of the way through this one. Seems like running a little bit higher of a line here in the corners is allowing us to catch Tony Stewart more and more, lap after lap, corner after corner. There he is as we close right into the back bumper. Now with the lap car. Tony trying to hang on to it. What a great run going on. The battle has been intense from the start. Corey Clay about 2 seconds back from the race lead in third right now. Oh man, this is getting tight now with the lap traffic. Halfway home. 15 laps to go. We gotta stay within a second. We can't keep falling back more and more and more. Heavy lap traffic now just in front of Tony Stewart. Oh, contact with the 11 of 9. That's going to slow us down a ton as well. We didn't want to get out of the gas. Probably should have. Still all over the place. Now this lap traffic's really starting to cost us once again. Oh, wow, this is getting tight. Look at us go. Just trying to fight past all of these guys. Oh, slight contact. Couple more lap cars. I mean, this is just ridiculous at this point. Bouncing around out there. 11 laps to go. We're a second and a half off the race lead. 2 seconds back now. Might need a caution to try and close the gap once again. Can we come back from about 2 to 2.5 seconds off the lead in this race? It is, again, not at all impossible. And we have caught Stewart here these last 2 to 3 laps now, about a second and a half off the race lead. Drove it in deep there through turns 3 and 4, really trying to get it to stick. Back down to the bottom again through 1 and 2. We have definitely caught Tony Stewart these last few laps. Trying to stay in it, 6 to go. Five laps left at the line for Tony Stewart. The laps are getting longer and longer for Tony as we close in on him once again. More heavy lap traffic now just in front of the leader. Contact with Stewart. A bump, a run. We're in the lead. 4 to go. He had to check up big time. Oh, and then we're catching the lap traffic as well. And the race is on again, side by side for the lead into 3. And still a ton of lap traffic ahead of us with 3 to go. Look at all this mess. As we all try to hold on for the race lead. On the brakes now, going into 1 and 2, trying to block. It didn't work. He slides past us. 2 to go. Tony Stewart back in the lead again. Was that the door that needed to be opened? So we try to slide past Lux. White flag in the air. 1 lap to go. Big dive bomb, contact again, around goes Stewart. Stewart goes around through 1 and 2. Caution's gonna fly. Unbelievable. Edward Kennedy, can't wait to see the Michigan race, neither can I. It should be a fun one, but what a great way to start the live stream as we're back under green once again. And again, will Tony Stewart have anything for us through turns 3 and 4? White flag is going to be in the air. Can we get to the checker this time? Leaving the bottom open, but we are better on the top. It's a little bit of a risky maneuver. Now through turns 3 and 4 for the final time. Big run on the bottom, but it's not going to be enough. We will win the season opener at Arrowwood. What a race to start the midget season. And Tony Stewart falls back to 3rd. We made that contact with him and turned him around. We didn't mean to do that, but we were coming on strong on the last lap, and I was willing to give it everything I had. After a comeback from about 2.5 seconds back with 10 to go. Unbelievable. Awesome race indeed. That was fun. That's just the first race on this live stream too. I'm ready to blow my voice out before we even get to the Michigan race tonight. This is crazy. So I believe we got the 305 season starting off here. Again, thanks for joining. You guys just missed probably an instant classic on Tony Stewart's sprint car racing game here for our season opener in the midget series. Oh my goodness. Yeah, my heart was pumping too, I gotta admit. that was probably the most fun race I think I've had on this game yet. So now we got the season opener here. We'll go 2 top 25s in a 3-race stretch. I think we can easily get that. Well, I wouldn't say easily. I have no clue what kind of car we're going to have in the 305 season. So this is going to be the downside. We had one of the better races just a little bit ago in the midget series. This is going to be a learning year in the 305s. I'm just going to tell you that right now. We're starting from... we'll start buying new parts here for the engine, for everything else. We got 30 grand to work with. Start off with that engine kit. Tires, what do we got for tires? Go there. Probably start selling our old parts, yep. And we don't really have much else to spend. I'm probably just going to race with what we've got. Try to obviously earn more money here and then go on from that point. So, I mean, this would just be a miracle if we can make the feature in this first race of the year. Because compared to where we were the first year in the Midget Series to where we're at in the first year here in the 305s, I don't even think we're going to have that great of a car. But obviously with running the Midget Series, obviously we want to win our first title before we move completely out of that class. Hopefully I can earn enough money throughout the course of the season, getting as many wins as possible to move this 305 program up. Obviously this is only going to be our first race, so we're making our debut here. And this is a track I have raced on the game before, just not with you guys on the career mode, because we have only raced in the Midget Series. But this is like a dirt version of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Very unique racetrack on this game, I do have to say. It's kind of fun, long straightaways, but you definitely need engine and horsepower at this racetrack because of the long straightaways. And it just doesn't look like we have that. I mean, our midget car is probably faster than this 305, which is sad, but it is the truth to say the least. Now, look how slow this thing's just lugging around this racetrack. I guess we beat our goal time. Get a little added bonus cash there, but not really sure what that will show for us here. Again, it would be a miracle just to make it to the feature. We're going to attempt everything, though. That's our goal. If we can make every feature over the course of the season, that will be an improvement from where we were our first year in the Midget Series, because remember, we did miss one feature that season. Look at these guys just blowing by us. At least we don't have to worry about Tony Stewart in this series either. For when we do start contending for championships, of course, that will not be over the course of this season. And it might not even be on the second season. We'll just have to see. I hope we can contend for a title in the second season here in the 305s, but you gotta think realistically, of course. This is a 22 race season compared to the Midget Series. There's only 14 races, so I guess more chances to earn points as we roll into qualifying now. I know we're going to qualify outside the top 30 easily here, so I'm just going to hope that, I mean, if we qualify inside the top 30, I think my chances of making it to the feature will be a lot better. Of course, 25 drivers will make the feature. 5 from each of the 4 heat races, and then 5 from the last chance B main race. See what our time's going to be here. 18.74. Our goal lap is an 18.14, so let's see if we can at least do that on this second lap. It's not at all impossible. We killed our straightaway speed there off of turn 4. So 18.74. 31st is where we're going to qualify for this event. Again, I mean, compared to the Midget Series, it's going to be a learning curve here with this 305 car. I feel like we got the handling in the race car. We just don't have the speed we need. So we're going to be racing in heat race number 3. Like I said earlier, top 5 will advance to the feature. From this race, the remaining drivers will go to the last chance. We're not finishing top 2, I can guarantee that. But the top 2 go to the qualifying dash. So 10 laps here in heat race number 3. Green flag is in the air as we get the first race of the 305 season underway. Quickly on the outside of the track, just trying to gain spots. And we're already going to move up to 7th right out of the gate. Quick slide job now to try and take 6th. He's going to get us back, though, coming off of turn 4. Oh, a little bit of a bobble there going into 1. Another big nosedive going into the corner. We got it to stick that time, and we're at least going to move up to the 6th spot here. Let's see if we can hang with Watson right now for 5th. It's tough to tell if we're going to have a car to do that, though. Again, we are just... The short tracks are going to play into our favor, I think, a little bit better, which is what you saw over the course of the last few seasons on the Midget Series. Because we don't seem to have the straightaway speed unless you can get a 3-star engine. We don't even have a 2-star engine here in this one. So these longer tracks, longer straightaway tracks are really going to hurt us. We'll see if we can somehow catch Art Watson here. It's looking tough. He is still slightly pulling away from us as we have 6 laps to go in this heat. Ooh, drove it in a little too deep there. We did gain a little bit that last lap, 2 to 3 tenths of a second. Actually lost a little ground there that last lap now. 4 laps to go. It looks like we're going to finish on the lead lap. And we might need a caution to bunch the field back up. Out here. 3 laps left. We definitely catch him on the entrance to the corners, but again, the straightaway speed is just not there. Great run through turns 3 and 4 again. 2 to go. Maybe we can catch some of these back marker cars here in these last couple laps, and if they get in the way, that might allow us to maybe make a pass on Watson. We are definitely closing in on him here over the course of the longer run. Big slide job now. We're on his rear bumper. He makes contact with the lap car. The white flag is in the air. And a spot for the last chance. Races on the line. Big nosedive there through 1 and 2. Trying to get it to stick. Coming out. That might have been the last chance we had. We'll try it again through turns 3 and 4 on Watson. Here we come again. Side by side. Not quite. And we're going to have to run the last chance race. That was a tough one. Riff Reaper, I'm using the controller, at least for right now, while I am running the Dirt Series, but I will be using the steering wheel for that Michigan race in the Xfinity Series later on tonight in my second live stream. So, we are going to start 3rd in the B main here. Vincent Jackson gets the win in that heat. Man, at least we're in a good starting spot to finish top 5 in the B main, but we'll see. We'll see how this is going to go. I'm a little scared. You never want to run the last chance race. We'll see what we got. Green flag will be in the air. We are underway in the B main. Wow, 20 laps. It's kind of a long B main. Oh, wow, slight contact already. We're going to jump up to the 2nd spot here as we're trying to work on Allen for the race lead here in the B main. Big slide job through 1 and 2. We might actually have a chance to win this race. This should be pretty fun and competitive for the win. I do have to say, another big abrasive move into turns 1 and 2. And that time we're going to clear him off of turn 2. And we got a chance to win this B main here. Of course, remember, if we can finish 2 top 20s in the first 3 races, we will get a bonus. So, of course, we've got that to run for. Obviously, we're not going to contend for wins, at least in the early going of this season. Maybe even all year, who knows. Remember, it took me a season and a half before I got my first win in the Midget Series, and we clicked off 3 in the final 6 or 7 races there on the last season. Riding a lot of momentum there. See if we can build that same momentum up here for the 305s. We are pulling away from Bob Allen. For those of you that don't know, Bobby Allen, a very famous open wheel sprint car racer back in the 70s and 80s. So I don't know if that's a coincidence that they put Bob Allen in the game or if that's what they were intending to do. Oh man, whoa, trying to catch the car. He got really loose off of turn 2. Thank goodness we don't have a very fast car. That if it seemed like it was pretty easy to save there. Come on. Missing our marks now. Last couple corners. Allen is closed in slightly. He's just over a second behind still. And again, we'll see how the lap traffic's going to work as we're not quite at the cross flags mark. There's Morris. Oh man, that was a close one. Oh, now we got Campbell in our way. Slight contact as we had to hit the brakes. We lost a ton of ground off of turn 4 there. And our lead is now under a second. Of course, again, top 5 go to the features, so we're looking like we're in good shape to at least make it to the main event. But of course, you want to win every race you have a chance to win. Don't want to let opportunities slide by. We'll ride along now with the in-car cam here. This is a little new. So we caught Moore there, who is currently in the 18th spot on the racetrack. So look now from inside the car. These are actually great camera angles though for a game that's really the first game in a series. It does seem pretty realistic. Or at least has that realistic feel to it. Now we're basically riding on the ground with this camera angle. Caught the lap car. Washington in a bad spot again there. You got to be careful here. Especially when we're not going to be contending for a feature win in this event. We definitely need to keep the car clean. That's less damage that we're going to have to repair in the races going forward. Of course, you got to pay for your damage repair in this game. Forces you to race a lot cleaner, which we try to. Majority of the time we are a clean racer, especially if you watch any of the videos I have put out in the NASCAR Heat 4 game. But here in the sprint car game, still in the learning curve of things. I mean, this is only the 10th video in the series, so obviously I'm still relatively new to this game. Which is another reason why we're using the controller here for a lot of these videos in the early makings of this career mode. We got 4 laps to go now. A lot more uneventful of a race compared to what we've had a lot tonight. Because even in that heat race we were battling for a last chance spot, we just came up short. But this one we're kind of running away with the win here in the B main. I'm sure there will be a lot of action in the feature. It will probably just not include us going for the win. We'll probably end up getting lapped a couple times too. That 40 lap main event. I mean, I'll try to stay on the lead lap, but no guarantees. Another little bit of a mistake there. 2 laps to go though. So unless we keep making huge mistakes these last really 3 corners of the racetrack, we got a 2.5 second lead now. Everything's looking good. White flag in the air. 1 lap to go in the B main. For the most part, getting the lining of this racetrack down. All right. Riff Reaper, I get the early morning wake-up call. I actually had a job I worked at for 2 years where I had to be in at work by 4 o'clock in the morning. I was getting up at 3 every morning for basically 5. I mean, I only had to ever called off once, so we would work holidays too. The only holidays I had off was Thanksgiving and Christmas, so I was literally working like pretty much 5 days a week, getting up. It's definitely a haul, so I definitely feel your pain there. But you gotta do what you gotta do. So we're gonna roll into this feature. We got 21st starting position after that B main win. See what we've got. Of course, we got to finish inside the top 20. If not this race, definitely the next two. But 2 of the next 3 races, of course, to get a bonus. So that's what our goal is going to be. Of course, getting a great start, though. Look at this. Through the first corner, of course, trying to get up to speed still. This is actually kind of surprising me how quick we're running on the track, already in the 18th spot. Now battling Rogers here for 17th. It's only lap 2, though. We'll see over the course of the long run and lap traffic how we're going to go. 3 wide now. Contact is going to be made. And that'll slow us down again. And, of course, we don't have the funding with this team to have a lot sturdier of a car when we're making contact, too. So it will pick up damage a lot more easily compared to our midget car. Oh, man, more contact there with Fisher. Working on the outside of Brooks. We'll get him here at least through turn 1, or turn 3 rather. But he gets us back off the exit of 4. Big dive bomb again. Look at us go to the inside, and now we're going to complete the pass, and we're going to hold on to the block. Nope, there he goes to the outside. Oh, contact again. And we are 5 laps in the books. And we are well more than a half a lap back to the race lead already in the 18th spot. We keep our nose clean, though. We got a really good shot to finish inside the top 20 in the first race here. My first season on the Midget Series, I finished 12th in the point standings. So we'll see if I could do that here as well. Maybe that should be the goal by the end of the season. Let's see if we can finish top 12. Or let's go top 11. Let's try to better what we did in our first year in the Midget Series. Oh, nice pass. Oh, thought I could have completed it, but not quite. We'll get him into turn 1, though. Try to keep that car pinned to the bottom, keep him from crossing over on us. It's going to work. So now we are in the 17th spot on the racetrack, but he's going to probably likely try to pass us back here. Oh, contact. Slowing each other down. Oh, more contact. Got to be careful. You know how high we ended up getting shot up the racetrack, and we lose it. Oh, that wasn't an extra spot. Never mind. That's the race leader, Armstrong. So we're really kind of getting in his way there. So now as we go a lap down here for the first time in this race, 31 laps to go, and we've got a ton of the leaders probably going to be coming up and passing us from behind now. John Brooks going to try to get on by us once again. Torres, the second place driver. We do run a lot more bigger racetracks in the Midget Series compared to the, the 305 Series compared to the Midget Series. So that might be something we'll have to go for, which was a little different. Is really save up for that engine and that straightaway power versus the corners. We will run a lot of the same tracks, though, that were in the Midget Series, just a more variety and more of the bigger tracks. Trying to let these guys that are on the lead lap that are passing us right now get by as easily as they possibly can. While at the same time we're trying to hold on to every position we can get. Again, 17th, that's a good start for me. I will take that. If we could finish here, that would be nice. A really long feature though. 40 laps on this big of a track. That's another thing too. Usually with the 305 series, even on smaller tracks like this track I live like 10-15 minutes away from, when the 305s go out, their features are usually 30 laps. Then if they have late models or trucks, those are usually 20. And the 410 sprint cars are the or the all-stars when they're in town, which coincidentally enough is what this game is promoting. But those races are usually the 40 lap features. So it's weird that the 305s are running this. I would have expected like 20 lap features for the midget series, you know, maybe to try and run as like a late model type thing. And then the 305, mostly 30 lap features. And then 40 for the 410s, which I'm sure the 410s are all 40 and 50 lap features. I was hoping to do 6 races on this live stream, but obviously that's going to depend on what our time constraints are going to look like here. Especially if these 305 races are going to be this much longer. Well, the events in general are going to be this much longer than the midget series. Might be running less than 6 races. Maybe more like 4. So I don't want to run too close, give myself enough time to eat and do whatever else I need here before I run that Xfinity race later tonight. Again, we're shooting for 8:30, 9 o'clock start time. Anywhere between those times will be the start of the live stream. This race, so between this race and this series, this is kind of a letdown from the very first race we had to open up the midget series. I mean, we couldn't have had a better race to start the live stream, and then we just go to this. A lot less action. Spaced out. What are we, 2 laps down now? Yeah, 2 laps down. Tried to warn you guys. Again, it's only the first race here with this. Oh man, we just took like a right turn in the middle of the straightaway there. Just smacked the wall. That got us tight now coming out of turn 2, so we might have a battle for 17th going on soon here if we can't regather it. Harold Fisher is definitely catching us. Yeah, we got really tight after we hit that wall because I can't get the car to stay pinned down on the bottom of the track in the corners like I was for over the first half of the race. There we go. That time I got the car pinned down. Oh, contact there with Wilson. Almost wheel hopped him. It's the closest I've seen to a wheel hop when making contact in this game. Let's see how big these cars are compared to the midgets too. I mean, this is a full-size sprint car, these 305s without the wings. They just don't have the wings, and it's a little bit less on horsepower compared to the 410s. Size-wise though, they're about the same. Oh man, more contact there was great. Jeez Pete's. Oh, and he hits us back and puts us in the wall. I don't blame him. I don't blame him for doing that. We got heavy damage on the right side now. Oh, sorry. Dude, I am so sorry. I know you're holding us up, but I am really trying not to hit you. That might cost us a spot, though, because Harold Fisher's coming. I don't know. We'll see. Got less than 10 laps to go because we are 2 laps down. I'm just excited to run another midget race. That season's going to be fun. I mean, it was fun last season competing for wins from time to time and somewhat running for the... I mean, overall, we were running for the championship. It's just those last 2 races were kind of lackluster as far as the points went. So we really fell behind, too far behind Stewart in the late going of the season there. And we were trying to play catch-up the second half of the year, and we just couldn't make up the ground we needed to. We were making up ground because we were 64 points back at one point, and we did only lose by 18 at the end. Oh, double spin. 3 cars now in a wreck there coming out of turn 4, and the caution will fly. We are stuck 2 laps down right now, but they're looking all right. Green flag's gonna wave. Maybe we got a shot here to gain a couple more positions before the end of the race. Oh, now what? Oh, another spin. My bad. I stacked them up big time. I stacked them up big time there coming out of turn 2. Second time I've caused a wreck in this race. We're up to 14th. I don't know if we're going to be able to hold on though, because our car's pretty beat up. And it's mainly all from this feature alone. Trying to take a huge dive bomb there through 1 and 2. Going for it all for the 13th position. Oh, more contact in the wall. Another stack up and another caution coming as we fall back to 16th again. That's just prolonging this race even longer because now we got a green-white checkered coming. So 2 laps to go. We got 2 laps to fight for every position possible. Again, we got a lot of damage on this car. A ton of damage. Both on the right side of the car and the rear bumper. We're just trying to hold on. Maybe we can pick up every position we possibly can at this point. I don't know. We got to get to the checker, though. It's not like NASCAR where if you get to the white flag, next flag ends the race. Got to get to the checker. We are battling, though. We might be able to get a top 15 in our first career race. In the 305s, we're up to 15th off of turn 2. Can we hold tight into the final corner of the race? Through 3 and 4 for the final time. A bump from behind. Oh, we're just going to lose it at the last second. Oh, whoa, I thought we had a green-white checker. What is going on here? We got 4 to go. I let out of the gas thinking the race was over because I saw when we went green there was a green-white checker and there was just an error with the screen. Because the caution laps, of course, don't count. Oh, that stinks. I mean, we only lost 1 spot because of it, thankfully, but we had a shot to finish top 13 there, and now it's not going to happen. Be lucky to get back to 16th. So now we've got 2 to go. No, this is going to be it. Yeah, that's it. Okay, white flag. So I guess it technically was a green-white checker, but I don't know why it said that. So we are going to finish 17th, and your race winner in the season opener is going to be Keith Torres. Torres gets the win here at Roxbury to start the 305 season. We'll take a 17th place finish. That definitely beat my expectations. We were just looking for the top 20. Not a great performance, but it's a good performance total. It's a good performance with a great finish compared to where we're at. We want to run better throughout the course of the race because might not get lucky with cautions. It's anything like the midget series, we don't get a lot of cautions, so we had 3 in that race. And they were all within the last 10 laps. So race 2 at Woodley. And this race 2 at Woodley is going to be in the 305 series. So we're back in the 305s again. Can repair any damage we've got. Now we'll look, see if maybe we can get a new standard kit. Yeah, we definitely can. Or we can go look for a chassis. We'll wait. Wait on the chassis. Steel performance kit, so we'll upgrade there. We could sell our old part. Alright. Only got $864 back, so that'll run us into this next race. So obviously 17th to start the points season. Not too bad. We'll go to a shorter track here, so maybe we'll have a better performance. 17th after running the B main too, might I add. 17th after having to run the B main. Definitely interesting. So we'll run into hot laps. We'll run into qualifying here and see what we've got. Woodley Motor Speedway. Our third race on this live stream. We'll skip practice and qualifying here. So we'll start last in heat race number 4 and we'll see what we've got. Top 5 advance to the feature. Make this a little more difficult on ourselves here. I'm going to assume the next race we're going to run is going to be in the midget series. I don't think we'll run 3 races in a row in 305s. I could be wrong, but I just don't think that's going to be the case. Of course, starting last year in this 10-lap race. Now, this is a shorter track for the... Oh, contact! Oh, I just spun out the 7th place driver. My bad there. Just spun out Jared Powell. So let's see if we can get back into this. Whoops. Alright. Tough to say what line exactly we're going to want to run. James looking to block us there on the outside, so we'll just go down to the bottom, try to pass him. Now we're going to pass Williams for 6th, and look at that. Do we have a shot to finish top 5 here? We'll try to catch Rogers, but be a little more difficult. Let's not have to run the B main this time. Let's just try to make it to the feature here and give ourselves a better starting spot too. We are definitely gaining on Rogers. He has ran the top here these last couple laps. He's going to go back to the top side again through turns 1 and 2. We're getting big time on him. We got a good chance here, in my opinion. Big slide job through 3 and 4. We go to the bottom. We're going to complete the pass, and we're in the final transfer spot with 5 laps to go. Cross flags now, and maybe we have a shot to catch Rodriguez for 4th, giving ourselves an even better starting position for the feature. Got no shot here to get into the top 2 though, to try and make it to the qualifying dash, but we'll see. We're pulling away from Rogers, who is in 6th right now. We have 3 laps to go as Rodriguez is pulling away from us. In fact, he has caught Reed these last couple laps. Maybe they wreck each other and we finish 3rd. I'll take it. Any way I can get it. Two laps to go. Now comes to the white flag. So the white flag will be in the air. 1 lap to go here. Heat race number 4. And we are going to make the feature. And we will be starting 20th in the feature. We will not have to run the B main here at Woodley. And that's already improvement from where we were in the last 305 race. That's what I like to see. Dale Baker is going to get the win in this heat race. That's a racing name. Dale Baker. Yeah, 2 Hall of Fame NASCAR names in one name. Nevertheless, here we go. We're going to get set for the main event here. 40 laps. We're going to start 20th. Of course, if we finish in the top 20, one of these next 2 races now, we will reach our goal, get a little extra bonus cash. That is for the 305s, of course. Big slide job through turns 1 and 2. We're going to quickly gain a spot, and we're up to 19th now. See if we can match or beat our finish in the last race. Of course, we finished 20th. Or sorry, finished 17th in the last race, 2 laps down. This is a shorter track though, so there's a good chance we'll go more than 2 laps down in this race. So Rogers has passed us. We were faster than him in heat race number 4. He obviously made the show through the B main. There's some contact up ahead there. They're 3 wide just in front of us. That might allow us to catch him here. Definitely catching Fisher. Seems like more drivers are running the top side in the heat race. Here in the feature, a lot more guys running the bottom, it seems like. We usually run the middle or the bottom, but let's see here. About to go a lap down here for the first time in this race. We're kind of slowing up the leaders. There you go. Now he's going to cross us over. Armstrong's going to get on by. He was possibly robbed of a win there in the last race, getting 3 late cautions when he was pulling away from the field, kind of like he is in the early going of this one. Oh man, we're just getting beat around there. Wilson not wanting to waste any time at all. Oh man, about went off the track. It was a close one though. We kept our foot in it. Big slide job here as we try to go for Fisher for 19th. We have caught him here these last few laps. Another slide job here through turns 3 and 4. We're going to complete the pass. So back to the 19th position here once again. So we do have a great battle going on right now. Oh, save it, save it. Nope, he didn't save it. He got turned. No, he didn't. Oh, he got to turn back around, but the caution's going to come out before he can get the car fired back up again. So we will have another restart. We are currently a lap down in the 19th position. And the green flag will be in the air. Good restart on the inside. We got good takeoff speed, it seems like. Oh, contact. Getting kind of locked together there for a short moment, but we are going to get up to the 17th spot now. Battling for 16th with Brooks. Big slide job through turns 1 and 2. Going to complete the pass, but now that opens up the bottom 3 wide going into turn 3. Running a little bit higher of a line here at last lap. Not sure how that helped us lap time wise. Not bad. Ran a 12.7. Fastest lap is a 12.72. Ran a 12.79 that last lap. Now a 13.02. So seemed to be a little bit better on the bottom, or at least more consistent down there. Trying to match our career best finish here in the early going of our career as far as the 305s are considered. Crossover move in through turns 3 and 4. Roberts is in 13th. We've caught him these last couple laps, but he is a lap down, so even if we pass him, it will not be for position. Sliding up the track once again here. Oh. Getting tight. A little loose. Really fought the wheel through 1 and 2. Riding the cushion now through 3 and 4. That was accidental. We kind of got stuck. Oh, good battle for the lead going. Oh, no, don't. Oh, okay, so the caution came out before I turned him. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. I did not want to be the guy that was going to cost one of the leaders the race win. Just as we fell 2 laps down. We were trapped 2 laps down, so we can't actually gain a spot on this restart. So that kind of stinks for us. Again, luckily that caution came out quick enough. Oh, contact there with the 16th place driver. I didn't realize we're back to 20. What is going on here? 15 laps to go. Passing all these guys that are a lap ahead of us, but definitely want to finish top 20. We don't want to wait till the last race to try and get that bonus. We're going to make the pass for the 20th spot now. A second and a half back from Harold Fisher, who is in 19th. So we're right back where we started this race in 20th. 13 laps to go. Try to battle on. We'll have one more race on this live stream, so only 4 races here tonight on the live stream, and hopefully our next race will be a midget race, so we'll try to end it with a bang just like we started it off with. That would be great. 10 to go. We're 3 laps down, so already more laps down in this race than what we were in the last race, which I figured that would be the case with this being a shorter track. Hopefully we don't fall another lap down before the end of this. Oh, spun him around. He gets back going again, but again a caution's gonna fly. And that is the 3rd of the race. Not a good restart that time. I think our car's kind of beat up, though. Whoa. At least we were quickly able to get back to 20th despite losing the position there for a short moment. My goodness, a ton of beating banging going on. Battle for 19th is on. 3 wide. We want to try to finish top 20 here. Get that bonus a race early. Now back up to 19th again. Good battle going on right now. We're 3 laps down, so when we come to the line this next time, we will only have 2 laps to go. Oh! A little more contact with Brooks. Now we're back to 21st with 2 laps to go. This is not looking good. Oh man, what a battle going on for 20th. A 3-car battle at that. The white flag is in the air, 1 lap to go, and it doesn't look like we're going to gain any more spots in this race, so we're going to finish in 22nd. So checkered flag is going to wave on the end to this race. So 22nd. We'll have 1 more race to go in the live stream. Ben Armstrong gets the win. 2 races, 2 different winners now on the season here in the 305 series. Not too shabby. So if you're just joining us, stay tuned. We got a midget race coming, and this will be the final race of the live stream. Because again, of course, we will have 305 action later tonight. Oh, I had to finish top 25 in 3 races. I don't know why I was thinking I had to finish top 20. So I just have to make the feature these first, well, 2 out of 3 races. So that was the case. I easily did that. I guess we don't have to finish top 20. So that's a bright side. We're going to get the bonus cash no matter what happens. Now we go on to the midget race here at Woodley. So it looks like the midget series is going to be the one to close off a doubleheader at the racetrack. So we're not going to upgrade anything here, but we will repair any damage that we have. That's the wrong settings. We'll go to the garage here. So yep, we're going to repair any damage we had from the prior midget race when we got the win in the season opener. We will go for a win, obviously, be competing for wins every single race on this season. So let's go right into it. We're going to skip qualifying. We're going to skip practice here, making it a little more difficult for ourselves in the second race of the season. And, yeah, here we go. Should be a fun one. So, by the end of this event, that should roughly give us anywhere between a half hour to an hour before our Xfinity race live stream coming up later. So again, skipping qualifying, skipping practice. We'll jump right into the heat. So we'll be starting dead last in heat race number 4. As the top 5 will advance to the feature. Top 2 go to the qualifying dash. Green flag will be in the air, and we are underway here in this one. Love the paint scheme though on this car. Running the top side, almost going off the track through turns 1 and 2. Staying in the gas goes to show how hard we're running here early. We got no time to waste after starting from the rear. And we're already making contact here with these guys battling for 3rd, 4th, and 5th on the racetrack. We're going to go to the outside now. We're going to make the pass, and we're up to 3rd, catching up to Martz. Man, this car is like so unstable and seemingly out of control. We're going to make the pass for 2nd, though, before we get into turn 3. Do we have anything for Joey Paxton, the race leader here? 5 laps to go. These laps are zipping by. Yeah, our midget car is definitely faster than our 305 car. It feels like we're getting through these laps a lot quicker than what we would have in that series. Catching, oh, hard contact with the lap car there. Huge closing rate coming out of turn 2. That cost us some time. 3 laps to go now in heat race number 4. And the battle for the lead is on as we try to split the lap traffic. Now more contact going off the racetrack. And back up and on as we're going to have to check this car up just a little bit, I think. 2 laps to go. Can't give up. Give us a better starting spot for the qualifying dash if at all possible. Lap cars getting in the way again. Oh no, man, this is not good. White flag in the air, final half a lap now. Running it deep through turns 3 and 4. We're going to fall a little too late. So I think we had a faster car than Paxton. We were really out of control and out of shape that entire race. That was it looked pretty ugly. And we will start last in the qualifying dash. So we just got to settle down here before we roll into this qualifying dash. I think we'll be fine. Got a fast car. We just got to keep it clean as much as we possibly can. It's all right to roll out of the gas and hit the brakes if I need. Tony Stewart, of course, on the pole as usual. Green flag's going to be in the air. Stewart's like my arch nemesis here in the midget series, I swear. On the outside here in the opening laps of this race. At least until the bottom opens up. Had to get on the brakes there. It's a big move slightly. Another big move to the inside. It's just not working right now. We got a lot of space behind us to try these different lines. Big move through turns 3 and 4. Unbelievable how we got that to stick. Oh no! Turning way off the track, keeping off the wall, hard into the wall, almost upside down, and somehow we stay green. Oh no! What happened there? Now we got just time trial laps to the end of this. We're going to be lucky just to not finish last in the qualifying dash. It looks like we're going to be starting back 8th in this race. So that obviously could have been better, but 2 to go. Well, maybe we got a chance to catch Roland for 7th. We are catching him quick. I mean, look at how fast of a car we've got in the open traffic, though. White flag. We'll try to get around Roland here for 7th through turns 3 and 4. We will clear him off of 4, so we will finish 7th in the qualifying dash. Yikes. That was not a good start to this race. 30-lap feature, of course, too, so not a lot of time to waste whatsoever. About to wave the green flag. Starting from 7th here, green flag in the air in this feature event at Woodley. Second race of the season in the Midget Series. We try to take off here right from the start, of course. Gonna have a fast car for not only this race, but majority of the season here yet to come, of course. It's a great battle for position. Go! Oh man! Barely keeping it on the racetrack again there. Look at how tight all this racing is here. Well, not mid-pack, towards the front of the pack, but not quite battling for the lead yet as Tony Stewart is in the race lead. We're going to have to try to run him down. So you think these closing rates are fast here on these lead lap cars. We are really out of shape here. We probably should have tightened the car up. We've been out of shape all event. Up to 3rd. Looking to the outside of Hedrick now. Look at how crazy and fast-paced this is getting. In a hurry. Riding the cushion. Going off the track again. Keep your foot in it. Oh, man. Oh, no. Settle down, settle down. We're still in 3rd. We got a 4 seconds back of the race leader, Tony Stewart. Now, we lost a lot of ground there. This car is fast, but it's almost too fast. This is tough just to keep the handle of the race car. So we came from 2.5 seconds back of the lead to come back and win the last 10 laps. Can we, in just under the last 20 laps, come back from 4 seconds back in third instead of second this time as well here to maybe win this feature? At times it feels like we're faster than Tony Stewart in this race, but it's really tough to tell, especially now that we're a little too far behind. We don't know what the traffic's like around the leader exactly right now, too. He is definitely staying in a lot better rhythm than we are in this one. I can tell, though, based off of the intervals, that Matthew Hedrick is catching Tony Stewart, so even if we don't catch him, maybe Hedrick can win this race. Not at all impossible, and maybe they could start racing each other for position and we could catch up to both of them here. That's a possibility too. Now we're getting in a nice rhythm here. We have cut the lead down to about 2 seconds with 10 laps to go. So never say die. Oh, caught on the back bumper of Martinez. That's going to cost us a little bit of time again here. Oh, I don't know how to get around these guys. They're all clogging up every lane. Didn't lose that much time from Tony Stewart. Still 2 seconds back. Hedrick's caught him now with only within a half second of the race lead. Man, we're out of shape. Really tough to catch it. 6 to go. We're still about 2.5 seconds off the lead. 4 to go. We're going to need a caution if we want a shot to win this one. Big run through turns 3 and 4. Oh, no! I didn't want to do it like that. Stay green. Ah. Well, we got a shot to win this race nevertheless. That is not at all what I wanted, and we're going to have a green-white checker in doing so. I don't know if we're going to have 2 or 3 laps left, though. But, hey, we're going to have a shot at the win, I guess. Take what we can get. Green flag in the air. This is going to be a crazy race to the finish. 3 laps to go. Tony Stewart trying to hold on for dear life. Quickly down to the bottom. We're going to get to the lead off of turn 2 now. 2 laps to go. Hedrick up to second. Tony Stewart has fallen back. He's in third right now. White flag in the air. 1 lap to go. We're going to start the season 2-0. On a late race restart, I didn't like winning the race that way, but we will take it nevertheless. For win number 5 on our career here in the Midget Series, but again, I did not like the way we had to win that one. Tony Stewart did come back to finish second, and Hedrick falls from second to fourth on the last lap of the race. So we expand our points lead slightly on Stewart, but that was not the way I wanted to do it. So we'll go into the next race with a 10-point lead on Tony. Obviously still tight. Hedrick falls back a spot now to third. That's our payout here for this one. The track will go to the garage before we close this live stream out here. Smooth driving, not really. It wasn't really a smooth driving kind of race. So 305 series will be the next race. Kenyon County, 3rd mile, very short racetrack here. We'll go to the garage. see what we can purchase. Chassis related, at least. We'll go with this. Yep. Just keep repairing our parts here. We'll sell our old part. Only got 942 back for it, but nevertheless. So that's going to be it here. Thanks for watching. If you watched throughout the course of this one, or even watch at some point in time, I really appreciate it. And this is going to end our first of 2 live streams here on this Thursday night. So anywhere between the next half hour to an hour, I will be kicking off a NASCAR Xfinity Series race at Michigan. That race, I believe, is 125 laps. So not a very long one. It's a bigger racetrack, though, of course. But yeah, nevertheless, again, thanks for watching as always. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the race, the commentary, the video in general over the course of this live stream tonight. I'll see you guys in the next video later. Hit the subscribe button for more NASCAR daily content, such as videos like this and the race coming up later, and I'll catch you next time.